Hello everyone, my name is Muskan. I am a legal intern at Lex Click and Company. So today's topic of discussion is fundamental duties, which comes from the Article 51A of Constitution of India. So let's proceed with our topic. Need for fundamental duties. It is important to understand that no democratic system could ever succeed if the citizens are not willing to participate actively by discharging their duties, which are expected to be done by them. Our constitution has provided us with various rights and expects us to perform certain duties as a return. Article 51A talks about these fundamental duties and has 11 fundamental duties that are expected to be performed by citizens. There were 10 earlier and 11th was added later by 86th Amendment. First, we will discuss these 11 fundamental duties and then we can move on to the next topic whether it is needed or not. We need to follow our constitution and should respect our national flag and national anthem. Should follow the ideals of freedom struggle, protect the sovereignty and integrity of our nation, protect our nation and provide national services when required, should have the spirit of common brotherhood, preserve the culture of our country, protect the environment of our country, generate scientific rationale for every thought, to protect public property, strive for excellence. It is a duty of every parent to send their children between 6 to 14 years to school. From these fundamental duties, one can easily understand the need for the fundamental duty in our constitution. It is required to protect the sovereignty of our nation. To maintain the unity and integrity of our nation, rights and duties go hand in hand and cannot be separated at any cost. Fundamental duties and fundamental rights are two sides of a coin, which we know that it can't be separated. Also, it is found as the need of the hour to introduce fundamental duties in our constitution. Maintain the sovereign nature of state. The main insertion of fundamental duties was to maintain the sovereign nature of our state. Although these are not legally enforced, then also provide some kind of sovereign power to our state to maintain unity and integrity of our nation. In the current scenario, we can see that people are often talking about the term intolerance. They are relating intolerance with unity. According to them, if the people became intolerant, then the compatibility with other people will be affected and ultimately the unity among different people will be affected terribly. Our fundamental duties help in developing tolerance among the citizens and ultimately help in developing the feeling of unity and integrity among the citizens of our country. In the interpretation of different statutes which are made by legislature, the fundamental duties help in interpretation of the law statutes made by legislature. It is held in many cases that the need for the fundamental duties in interpreting the fundamental rights is pivotal. In order to create a balance between the claims of individual citizens and those of civil society, a report was submitted by a committee led by Justice J.S. Verma in the year 1999. The need for and importance of fundamental duties, especially for Article 51, was explained by the committee. It can be found in recommendation notes 3.38.1 and 3.38.2 of the report. According to this committee, it is important to create a balance between expectation of individual citizens and to create a civil society. To achieve this goal, it becomes important to orient the citizens of our country to be aware of their social and citizenship responsibility, and by doing this we will ultimately end up by shaping the civil society. By term civil society, we mean that the society will all become concerned and considerate of the rights of fellow citizens. Needed for constitution. When our constitution was drafted by our constitution makers, they found that they did not need to insert the fundamental duty in our constitution, but as time passes, the need and importance of fundamental duty was felt. That is why they were inserted later by 42 amendment in our constitution. Earlier, the feeling of patriotism, harmony, feeling to promote brotherhood, secularism were inherent, and there was no need to put any moral or legal applications on the citizens to the same. The feeling of serving the country and defending the country at any cost was there among the citizens of the country. The people were willing to protect the rich heritage of Indian culture. Sources of fundamental rights. Nowadays, we can clearly see that people will start protesting and how often it becomes violent. There are many instances where any protest becomes violent and people start vandalizing public property and start disrespecting the government. Here, citizens go beyond the line and often forget their moral duty towards the nation. There was a similar condition in our country during the national emergency of 1976, where the term ruling party of our country, that is Indian National Congress, formed the Sardar Saran Singh Committee. The main purpose of this committee was to suggest the amendment in the Constitution of India, mainly for the recommendation of fundamental duties. This committee suggested that the citizens should know that for the enjoyment of their rights, they also have some duties and they should be abided by those duties. This committee recommends 8 points of fundamental duties: to respect the constitution of a country, to uphold sovereignty and maintain unity and integrity of nation, to respect the democratic institution, to protect our country and provide national services when asked, affirm communalism in any form, to promote the common good of people and cooperate the implementation of directive principle of state policy, to safeguard public property, pay taxes according to rules and regulations. So let's conclude our topic. At last, we can conclude that in this article we have come to know about every aspect of fundamental duties, and by reading every aspect of it, we can clearly understand the need and importance of fundamental duty. It was added in our constitution as our government realized that the civil society discussed earlier in this article cannot be made by the state only. The citizens of our country need to play a vital role in achieving the basic aim of our constitution. They can do this by following their duties towards the nation as mentioned in Article 51 of our constitution. So that's all for today. If you like my video, do like, comment and subscribe. Let's click YouTube channel. Thank you.